Hello, welcome to the Kenneth Vercammen Law Office Legal Podcast. This edition we look at expungement law in New Jersey, and many people should have expungements because you apply for a job, your employer is going to want to look up someone's past history, even if someone wants to be a volunteer coach at soccer or work with kids. There's going to be a background, and you don't want other people to know your past, your personal business. So typically we start off by telling people obtain what's called a certified disposition from the court, from the municipal court that they may have been in. And it costs about $10, and it'll say when the charge was, when it was disposed, and confirm that everything was taken care of. If you can't, if someone's not sure, or if they have multiple charges, then for a fee you can obtain what's called a criminal history pursuant to the state police website. There's a company that does it. You can't do it online. You have to actually go to this company, show ID. There's different waiting periods for expungements, and if you file too early, then you're not eligible. So, for example, let's say if someone's charged with an indictable offense, a felony level, it's typically 10 years waiting. However, there is what's called we call the Eagle Scout, Boy Scout exemption, where it's much more difficult to obtain. Secondly, if someone has a disorderly persons offense, simple assault, possession of small amount of pot that they pled guilty to, it's a 5-year waiting period, but then they can, under this, like we call the Eagle Scout rule, after 3 years from when probation is up and the fines are paid. Municipal ordinances, the waiting period is 2 years. Juvenile delinquency, it's 5 years from the date the supervision is completed. However, young drug offenders, it's 1 year from the date supervision was completed. Arrest without conviction, there's no waiting period, and under a law that was passed in 2016, if it was in municipal court and the charges are simply dismissed, then it's a easier mechanism. Now, there are certain offenses that can never be expunged. Let's say someone has 2 indictables that took place on different days, or but those are on the website. What are some of the common things that get expunged? Underage drinking, could be arson, assault, bad check, burglary, conspiracy, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, drug possession, false imprisonment, harassment, hindering, lewdness, obstruction of justice, possession of small amounts of drugs, prohibited weapons, prostitution, receiving stolen property, resisting arrest, shoplifting, stalking, terroristic threats, theft by deception, theft of services, theft by lawful taking, wandering, and certain weapons charges. There are some offenses that can never be, criminal offenses that can never be expunged. Most of the possession with intent to distribute drugs and traffic offenses such as DWI can never be expunged. What needs to be done? Well, typically, as I said, we recommend our clients obtain a certified disposition from the court. That helps them, that helps the court, and makes things go faster. If they can't have a certified disposition, if there's more than one case, then the criminal history sometimes is helpful. We will need, as the attorney, certain things, and they fill out a form. Date of birth, social security number, date of arrest, the statute that they were charged with, and then the original indictment, the original charge, if it was downgraded, what it was downgraded to, and the final disposition. Once we prepare the petition, then we need to also prepare an order for hearing and a proposed order for expungement. Once that's filed with the court, then we get back the filed expungement petition. We get back an order for hearing with the date written in, and we have to serve that by certified mail on the superintendent for state police, the attorney general, the county prosecutor, the chief of police of the town where the offense took place, the court where the offense took place, and any other government or court involved. So if someone's on probation department. If it was a college police department. If they were in jail, the warden, and also in Middlesex County, the county sheriff. Let's see, fee-wise, If it's what we call the straight expungement, where the time period that they are eligible to appear for expungement, typically our fee is $1,900, sometimes a little less if we handled the case earlier. And the people fill out an interview form. There's you'll have to provide a check for $75 payable to the Treasurer, State of New Jersey, and another check for $70 payable to the Postmaster of Edison. That's where we're located, because they don't take credit cards from someone calling in. Once we serve these certified mail orders on these different police and court entities, we will then file it with those cards with the court. And on the court date, if everything goes okay, we get a letter from the county prosecutor saying they do not object, and the court gets around to signing the order. I tell people typically it'll take up to 3 months for this to take place. There's nothing magic that can be done to make it done any faster. So for a lot of people, the sooner you have it started, the sooner it will get done. Don't wait until you're applying for a job and then say, oh, this came up, I need this expunged next week. After the court signs the order, we have to serve it on all those government entities again: state police, the attorney general, superintendent for the state police. To obtain the criminal history, if you don't have one, the state police have a company they've contracted out called MorphoTrack, and you got to go to one of their locations and get fingerprinting done. But people should really know what they were charged with. For representation, contact the law office of Kenneth, Vercammen, and Edison at 732-572-0500. Again, that's Ken Vercammen's office, 732-572-0500. Thank you and good luck.